My ex called me too rich to love, now he's crying I moved on and found someone better. I ended up leaving my ex 4 years ago. We dated in college, different departments, and I come from a significantly upper middle class background, which apparently was too much higher for him, his words, not mine. I didn't care, and when we started dating, even when we were 20, I told him I didn't care what his background was. If he and his family were willing, I'd make mine accept him too. But just in the last few months before graduation, he became so hateful. He would say such offensive things if I bought a new dress. He had a big problem with my dad, especially because my dad and mom wanted me to go up to a PhD, and he called it an elitist waste of time. He refused to even come to my celebration party, which our common friends threw when I got into a prestigious master's program abroad, because it wasn't like you got a scholarship, your father is paying for it. I love this man like crazy, and I still believe he loved me too, but I still don't understand why he became so hateful that he ruined the last months of undergrad for me. I felt guilty for ordering pizza. He scolded me for not knowing his family's puja rituals well, and if I defended myself, he would apologize and say he gets insecure because I would find someone much better than him. This kept going until my sister, who was only 15 years old, sat me down and told me that I was losing myself by being with him. I drew some boundaries after that, which he didn't take well, and he told me he was breaking up with me anyway to save my life, because someone like him wouldn't know how to maintain a spoiled child like me. He also said he knew I would leave him the moment I decided to go abroad because I needed to rub it in his face that he couldn't have the life I had, and to make him more miserable. I was inconsolable for months after that. I barely ate and lost a lot of weight, that did me favors. I just soft-launched my boyfriend a few days ago in my Instagram story. I didn't date anyone these 4 years and focused on my studies and traveled a little. Plus, my mom had a health scare and my parents relocated to be closer to me, which took a lot of time. My boyfriend is someone I've known for years, his brother is a close friend from my master's, and I am honestly happy where my life is right now. I didn't take support from my dad after my master's, and though I make less money, it's enough to keep me happy. My ex called me from a college friend's phone yesterday. He was crying and telling me he knew he messed up and wanted me to know he still loved me. I didn't want to prolong the conversation, and hearing his voice almost gave me a panic attack, so I told him I was taken and cut the call. He sent me text after text from the mutual friend's account about how he was immature, and that seeing me with another man showed him how wrong he had been. He said things like he was even willing to adjust to my family. I blocked that friend. Today, I called that friend again and told him I couldn't trust him anymore. He said sorry, but then scolded me a little, saying I could have shown a bit of mercy on my ex because he was heartbroken. I don't know, man. I didn't realize how much his words had affected me before. My hands were shaking, and I felt like I was bracing for a verbal attack from him. Both my ex and that friend are blocked, but I still feel so betrayed. My sister called him a bunch of names, and I think I've calmed down a little, but I needed to vent. I always thought if I talked or thought about him, it would mean I haven't moved on. But after moving on, I now understand that he has only mentally scarred me, and I can't help having conflicted thoughts about it. Update. I wasn't going to update and basically forgot about this account. But some drama happened these past couple of days, and I thought I should. My ex harassed me through literally almost all of our mutual friends. I cut off quite a few people I spoke to from college but ultimately decided against cutting off everyone, because I saw how much he was bothering them. Most of my girlfriends from college told him to piss off, but most of the boys, except 2, took his side and asked me to hear him out. We had a really big group of friends during college, most of whom came together because of my ex and me. So cutting people off, people I have genuinely held close to heart, hurt a bit. Despite most of my girlfriends telling him and his flying monkeys off, one of my closest friends is married to a friend of my ex. And even though she told me she could handle her husband, I could sense that she was getting frustrated. I asked her advice on how to deal with this and she promised me everyone would stop bothering me if I just talked to my ex once. I did. He called me when he was at my friend's house, and I was so mad. I asked him why he was bothering me like this. He sounded like he was sniffing, and his voice sounded like he was very emotional. Throughout the entire time, he explained how he was going through depression, had self-confidence issues, and took it out on me. He said when he realized how badly he had treated me, he spiraled further. He now knows my background isn't my fault, and said he would do anything to get things back. He said he wanted to contact me these past few years, but didn't want to disrupt my career. Only when he saw me with my boyfriend did he think he might have been too late and needed to talk to me. He then asked if there was really no way for us. I was very, very angry, more at his audacity than him, because he really made me lose respect for so many people, and I lost so many of my friends. I know they took his side, and it was better for the long run, but I didn't need all this drama and mental stress. I told him I loved my boyfriend. I will most likely marry my boyfriend, and if not, I'd literally rather die than marry him or into his crazy Orthodox family. I said I hoped he was happy with ruining my friendship with the group, because there was no way I was going to tolerate my own friends harassing me to get back together with a guy who wrecked my life. Ultimately, his words just kept pissing me off, so I cut the call. My friend said she and her husband told my ex they won't support him anymore, and the friend group has now gone to my side. But I'm done. We're in our mid-20s, not in college. Just because I live far away does not mean I want to be bullied. I seriously don't want to speak to these people much again, because they ruined all respect I had for them. Still, you never know who you need in life, but I've told them they are on thin ice. My boyfriend and I are pretty happy. My parents are healthy, and my little sister is doing well in life. My career is going well. I'm going to spend my time doing things for me and my family and count my blessings. Honestly, when I heard crazy ex stories, I always thought it would never happen to me, because mine hated me. But screw him. He can live in misery for all I care. I'm so glad I dodged that bullet, missile.